Hey guys, what's up? This is Al from It's Android's World here for droidshark.com with another Android app review for you guys of ServiceTIME by TPC Solutions. Now this is a Jehovah's Witness application that allows you to easily track your service time in the field ministry, which is awesome for me because I am a Jehovah's Witness and do enjoy going out in the field ministry, so being able to track it very well is a really nice feature. The application is $1.50 in the Android market, which definitely surprised me due to the fact that we don't usually charge people for things like this. But it is a cool application, and if you have the $1.50, which isn't a lot, it is a great way to donate to the ministry. So let's go ahead and take a look at the application itself. Alright guys, so here's the icon itself. You'll see it's just a blue clock. We can launch open the application called ServiceTIME. You'll see it says ServiceTIME. There's the actual icon, which was the clock, and it says touchscreen to begin. So I'll tap on the screen, and here we are in the user interface itself. So right here, the first menu is called Hours, and this is where you can start your time, which is pretty cool. It actually starts the timer to let you know exactly how much you've done exactly. Or you can just hit a plus button, and this will let you add or edit the time, so you can select the date, and you can edit the month, the day, or the year. And you can set the amount of time, the hours, and the minutes. And you can just accept that or cancel it. So as you can see, here's the amount of time that I've put in the field ministry this month. You see I've done 4 hours, and I can just tap on any of that to actually edit it. And you can tap menu from here, and that'll RBC the hours, or you can just cancel. So go ahead and go into calls now, and this is where you get to go into your calls. You'll see when you hit the plus button, it lets you type in everything about the call, the person's name, the address they were at, the city, state, and the zip code that you were at as well as any notes you'd like to put about the person. And you can add a placement. And you see a name must be entered, so I'll just go ahead and type in Al, which is just my name. And we will go down and hit add placement. And this is where I get to select a publication type, whether it's a magazine, brochure, or book. So when I go into the book, for example, it lets me know when I place it on. I can tap it to change it. I can hit done. And this is where I can just select here and actually go into the list of the books. And this is actually in the alphabetical order. Not alphabetical order from the oldest to the newest. So you see oldest is all the way down here. And it is indeed in alphabetical order. And there we go. So I'll just go ahead and hit Bible Teach, and there we go. Hit done, and there we go. So I can just jump back. See, I can long press it, and that'll let me map it, navigate to the person, which is sweet. I can view or edit the call. I can do a return visit, which is when you actually call back on the person you actually went to in the ministry. I can delete or hide it, and I can go back. So I'll just delete that since it wasn't a real call. And then I'll hit delete, and I can confirm it, and there we go. So here are the miscellaneous placements I've made. I've placed a set of the Watchtower and Awake 2 times, which is pretty cool. And I can, of course, add another miscellaneous. I can go into Magazine, if I want it to be the Watchtower, the Awake, Watchtower and Awake, or the Watchtower Study Edition. The month that the Watchtower was, and the year that the Watchtower was, and the quantity placed, which is also a very nice way. When you go into your stats, this actually shows you your full stats. You'll see my service hours for the month so far, any books, brochures, magazines that I've placed, my return visits, and how many studies I'm conducting. And then I can go to etc. And this is where I can actually read the Bible online. This is the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures on the Jehovah's Witnesses official website. And as you can see, right from Genesis, and I can hit jump to, and I can change the book chapter, so I can go down to Revelation, which is right after Jude. And I can change the chapter or the verse, so I'll go to chapter 1, verse 21, and I'll hit go. It says loading up, and it actually loads up exactly where I need to go. And there it is, Revelation. And since there's no verse 21, it just goes up to 20. There we go. I have the entire Revelation chapter right there, which is awesome. One of the coolest features. I can set some preferences, like my default location, state, and zip code. If I want to disable the GPS and map, suppress the splash screen, combine RBC and service hours, show stats, times, and hour-minute format, show miscellaneous placement and call list, which I'll turn off. I go to my default tab, which is hours. I'll turn that into stats. Default sort, date, default send, prompt, default call, select, and they have to prompt me for that. Backup reminder interval is weekly, and the default address format is United States. I'll go back. You can see I can actually back up my database, which is also really cool, and I can restore a database, and I can go to the About screen and check out some info about the actual application. And that is ServiceTIME by TPC Solutions. Alright guys, so if you're a Jehovah's Witness, this is definitely a must-have application. I was extremely surprised that this was not a free app. I'm guessing it wasn't devved by Jehovah's Witnesses, but all in all, this was a really, really great app. For me, it's great to take out in the ministry, and you can start your time and time exactly how much time you did in the ministry. It's just a really nice application, great user interface for $1.50. Was surprised again that it wasn't free, but it's definitely worth the $1.50. I'm Al from droidshark.com, and you guys may know me from my YouTube channel. It's Android's World, so make sure you guys subscribe over there, and I'll see you guys in my next video.